Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another edition of Crime Time. Listen, guys, I don't have the energy to go through the whole spiel that I always go through, but I want to say thank you to everybody who has been checking in with me, all my family. I have a burst of good energy today. Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. Jamie Ward says, prayers for a speedy recovery. Let me just tell you, COVID is no joke. It's kicked my ass. It's kicked my whole family's ass. And yesterday, it got so bad that I had to drive myself to the hospital. Um, I had a good night last night, so I wanted to come live. I'm that dedicated that I want to do this for you guys. I'm gonna replay my Christmas special from 1 year ago tonight. Uh, exactly 1 year ago today, I did this Christmas special with Kylie Trout. So, guys, if you can share this video. It's not pretty. My voice is down. I've been coughing uncontrollably, and that was one of the reasons I went to the hospital is because I couldn't catch my breath from coughing. It was just uncontrollable cough. So I got some medication for the cough, some pill form medication, and I took Advil PM last night, and believe it or not, I got 10 hours of sleep. So that's why I have this bit of good energy, and I didn't plan to do this. I just did this, off the cuff. No pun intended, Bill Cannon. Uh, I plan to do this off the cuff. So I know that many of you have been sending me messages, and please don't get offended if I don't answer you back. I just can't do it. I don't have the energy, but I see the beautiful messages. Uh, you guys are unbelievable. So thank you so much. Uh, so much appreciated. And I mean, the love that you guys have been sending my way. Emily, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, guys. So my wife and I are vaccinated. My son was not. He was definitely against it, and he's 28 years old. I had a conversation with him, but I am not the kind of father that's going to force a 28-year-old to take a vaccine. So I'm not going to get into that conversation, but that's the truth. And he got really hit bad. He was in bed day 9. Today is day 9. He still, gets the shakes and fever a little bit. He's on the he's on the better end of it. He's able to eat, but he still has no smell, no taste. My wife and I are vaccinated. We have this whole head thing, Mucinex, all the good stuff. I have all kinds of sprays. Emily, thank you, big love, right straight to you. Thank you, guys. So, um, so many of you have sent me messages. So I just wanted to do this update because I'm feeling a little bit better, and I had to cancel all of my shows. I mean, you guys understand it. 20 um 2021 was supposed to be a better year, and it turned out to be a shit show at the end, right at Christmas time. I mean, many of you have sent me stories that you have gotten COVID during the course of the year. I would have, and I don't love to get a COVID virus, but I would have loved to have gotten it in April or May or not around the holidays. So thank you, Facebook user. I don't know who that is because you didn't sign in, but so I canceled everything. I have a bit of energy right now. So I wanted to do this for you guys. But I also, before I get into replaying the show from last year, I sent my son to my only healthy son, when he got home from work yesterday. Um, when he got home from work, I sent him to my PO box, and I said, "Son, I need you to go to my PO box and get stuff." Um, so I want to call out. I grabbed a handful. This is just a small part of the Christmas cards and well wishes that came to my PO box. So I want to say thank you to Trevor JP. There's a card in here with well wishes. Thank you, Trevor. I had just picked out a bunch of these. Karen from St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you, Karen. I'm going to cover up her address, but she sent a beautiful card. Thank you. And then I got so many messages and cards from people who didn't even put, they just said, I'm your YouTube fan or YouTube subscriber. So I didn't know who sent it because this one, here's an example. Here's an example. This is the letter that I got. It just says DutyRon and my P.O. box. I don't know if you guys can see that. So inside here is a beautiful card, right? It's a beautiful card. And I open it up, and now I still don't know who it is. It just says, wishing you a Merry Christmas and many more happy memories. Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, this one, I mixed it up. This one is from Vanita. Vanita. Thank you, Vanita. Norm Green. I mixed it up. See, I'm not well. So that one is this one. Okay, here it is. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, here's the card from the nameless person. It just says your YouTube friend. So here's a whole nice thing. I'm gonna read this. May your Christmas be full of festivities this year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. I follow you on YouTube. You're one of the best. Keep up the great work. Your YouTube friend. Can you guys see that? I don't know who to thank, but whoever sent this card with Santa Claus on it, it just says your YouTube friend. So thank you. Thank you for that. Dr. Ed and Julie, thank you so much. This is day this is day 2 for me. And yesterday and last night, the day before and the night before last was the worst. Here's another one coming in from the Aretha. I don't want to say her last name, but she's from Laconia, New York. Aretha, thank you so much for the card. And another one came in from Lamar Advertising. Lamar is the digital billboards for Orrin and Orson West. So this is the digital billboard. Richella, thank you so much for you and Pete's kind words and reaching out. Also in the P.O. box, a person who doesn't want to take credit for it sent me a Sigma lens. This is a $395. This is a $400 lens. So one of my YouTube subscribers sent this 16 millimeter f1 lens. It's a Sigma lens. I had it on my wish list on Amazon, and she sent it to me and said she does not want to get recognition for it. So I'm going to say thank you to you for sending this. It's completely unnecessary. I couldn't believe it. My son brought this home, and I was like, holy. I wanted to buy this. I was going to buy this because it makes the background blurry and it makes your face like totally in focus. So all of this will be in focus and then that background will be blurred. This is a special kind of lens that you attach. So almost $400. So thank you. She is awesome. So that, and trust me, these cards, and then somebody sent a card to me to forward to Joey Brooklyn. So I have a card to send to Joey Brooklyn from somebody. So someone sent to my P.O. box a card for Joey Brooklyn, and I got to send that to him. And I want to show you what I've been drinking my water, out of. This is a official allegedly guilty mug, courtesy of Joe Murray and his better half, Angela. So thank you guys. God, I don't have much more energy. Yeah, with the tax, RDNAC is done he's done the accounting on it and says over $400. Now, you guys are right. I shouldn't be on here doing this, but that's how dedicated I am to you guys. My wife is upstairs taking a nap, trying to get some rest. She is working remotely. So she is doing some things, believe it or not. But she has a really hard time at night with coughing. And I took 2 pills. I doubled up on coughing pills, and I used my nasal spray. My heart rate, that's a great question, because that was one of the reasons why my wife begged me to go to the hospital yesterday. And Angela, Joe Murray's girl, Ange, said that stop being stubborn and go to the hospital. So I went because my wife of 30 years begged me to go to the hospital. So I went. So for all of you telling me to get into bed, I went 10 hours. I got 10 hours of sleep. And I mean, my voice is down. I feel weak. You know, I got the heat on, so I'm cold. And then I get hot. So it's like you can't get comfortable. So um, I think Twyla. I think I just saw Twyla from um, from our great friends over at EquiSearch here. Twyla's a good friend of mine. I love her. I always have these close by. Of course, I'm wearing mine, but I always have extras around. If you want to get these, you know where to get them. They're on the website. So, Facebook user says, "Hey, Ron, I wish I knew who it was." Who said that? Kareen Williams says, "Get to bed. We understand you're ill." You guys are funny. So happy to see you. Prayers for the entire family. You should try to rest. I've gotten 10 hours sleep. Trust me. Fiber Floozy Crafts sends in a $10 super chat. Says lots of naps, DutyRon. Absolutely. Uh, I was going to get boosted, and when I contracted this, no. But here's the thing: I'm gonna get the booster in January. But this is what I learned from the doctors at the hospital. The doctor at the hospital said, if you are if you have the vaccine and you come in from monoclonal antibodies, that's what I did. I went to the hospital to get monoclonal antibody infusion. But if you in New York State, because Omicron is going crazy, they've changed the 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 parameters. Alicia B, I love you. She says you should rest. Hi, Nikki Bella. So they changed the parameters. My voice is hoarse because of the coughing. And I'm talking low because if I talk with a lot, then I start coughing. So the doctor said if you're vaccinated in New York State, this just only goes for New York, and you have no underlying health conditions, which I have childhood asthma, I have World Trade Center sleep apnea, I have sinus issues, I have pneumonia. I got pneumonia like 3 or 4 times after the World Trade Center. So 20 years out, I have a history of pneumonia. This virus has attacked my lungs and my heart. It's a fact. I am, as gross as this sounds, I'm spitting up mucus. I'm congested. Um, so this is attacking me personally and my wife. We're both the same. Here, here, lungs, and my heart. So my son didn't have the coughing. He's unvaccinated. He has shivers, fever, headache, body ache, loss of smell, loss of taste. We did not experience shakes, loss of smell, loss of taste. And he's in day 9. My wife is day 8. I'm day 2. So no two people go through the same thing. But I'm giving you guys the whole background. Yesterday was the worst day. Matty Boy Sully is here. Good to see you, Matt. So Robin Roach says, most men are stubborn. Glad you listened to your wife. I'm married 30 years. That's how I listen to my wife. She has my best interest in the forefront. So I went. Anyways, my oxygen is 99. I got this all checked at the hospital. I have the pulsometer, the finger thing. My heart rate was elevated because stress from the virus attacking your lungs and your heart. I went to the hospital, and the doctor said, basically, if you got the two shots, and even if you're boosted or not boosted, they will not give you monoclonal antibodies unless you have diabetes, you have COPD or heart condition, and you're elderly. Now, I think I'm considered elderly. I'm 57 years old. So I didn't argue. I sat there for 3.5 hours amongst a ton of COVID patients, but we all had the virus. So one of the people complained to the doctor because they were interviewing people right out. That it was like 70 people. It was like a mass unit. The doctor was interviewing people, so I was listening to what he was saying. And one couple complained, like, "Is there a place where we can go, where we could be away from all these COVID positive?" He goes, "Ma'am, you're COVID positive, so you want to go somewhere where people are COVID negative and infect everybody? Everyone here is COVID positive. What possibly more could you get?" And the lady just shut up. She was so wrong. The doctor just did a drop the mic. She was like saying, "Isn't there somewhere we can go to get away from these people?" And he's like, "You have COVID. What worse can you get?" And I was like, "Damn." North Fork Beauty says, "I've been miserable since the 14th." Hold on, excuse me. "I've been miserable since the 14th, but much better today. You are not elderly, DutyRon. Thank you. Thank you, North Fork Beauty." So I went to the hospital. I got that information. I love the picture of the dogs. Thank you, Susan Donahue. Um, so yeah. Um, the name Margie just reminded me. Meg Lowe sent me an unbelievable back massager. I just got it today. So Meg Lowe, if you watch this replay, thank you for that back massager. Not only am I going to use it, but my wife has already taken full um, ownership of it. Like her and my son were looking at it and they were like, "Oh, this is the best thing." So, so I don't know if the antibodies are the same as the booster. I want to get in January a doctor to come on with me. You know how I like to get doctors and stuff to come on? I want to get a doctor who specializes in this area. I already scoped out a doctor before I got sick that specializes in COVID treatment, and she's on TikTok. And that's one good thing about TikTok is there's so many people who are special, like physical therapists. There's allergy doctors. There's so much good. There's probably a lot of crap on TikTok, but there's a lot of good on TikTok. All right, listen. Let's. Who wants to hear some Christmas music? It's December 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Who wants to hear? I'm going to replay me and Kylie Trout. My audio is a little echoey. This brings us back to the days. Twyla, I love you too. This brings me back to a whole year ago. And how far have I come with the audio and the video? And everything looks so much better and nicer. But this is Kylie Trout, our country music star, who is going to come on with us and sing live for us. But she's going to sing just a couple of songs, and you're going to hear me talk to her a little bit. So, by a show of hands in the chat, who is interested in this? Because if you're not, you might as well tune out now. But I'm gonna play me 1 year ago to the minute. 1 year ago, last Christmas, and I was explaining to her that I'm not going to be able to have my mother-in-law because she was scared of COVID. We were still fighting with this COVID thing, but I'm gonna play this for you guys because she sings some songs and she's awesome. Gemma, good to see you. Hi, guys. Hi, girls. I have 90% women as my analytics of the people who subscribe to me. Jeffrey Crowley, always great to see you. And I hope I don't botch your name. Is it Is it Jeffrey? I think it is. I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I am not, go easy with me. But tell me the truth. Tell me if I'm screwing your name up. Merry Christmas, Facebook user from the UK. I don't know who it is on Facebook. If you don't grant them the permission, then you can't see it. So again, this is Christmas music. Pippa Dot says, I want Christmas music. Whoever wants Christmas music, put a one in the chat. Excuse me, guys. Put a one in the chat if you want Christmas music. I can't even believe that I'm able to do this today. But I got the energy and I said, I have to do this. You know, I feel really bad that I didn't do a special for the boys. The 21st was the Orrin and Orson West 1 year mark, and I had no energy. I couldn't do it. I brought you guys a little bit of a live from my Christmas tree, and that was tough. I had a really bad night 2 nights ago. It was horrible. And because I drugged myself last night with Advil PM, I was able to get it. You know, I'm drinking tea with honey, Dee Dee Roberts. I'm drinking tea. Let me highlight some of your names. Let me highlight some of the names. Hey, Tatiana, good to see you. Gemma's Journey and Grace from the UK. I love you. You are awesome. Maddie Boy Sully, that nativity that you sent me with me, you and your wife, unbelievable. Pete and Richella, you guys are awesome sauce. Suzanne Meyer, Darlene Dunlap. Oh my God, Tabitha Hill. She's been around. Tabitha, I always say Till, but it's Talia, I think. And if I don't get it by now, she's gonna unfriend me. But Tabitha, I love you. I appreciate you. Sonia Mason, thank you. We want you to feel better. Yeah, I mean, the end of my 2021 got shit on by COVID, and again, I had a lot of things in the pipeline to present to you, but we're gonna fire off in 2022 like there's no tomorrow. We're gonna spin wheels in 2021. What did the hospital do for me? Just scroll back. I just explained the whole thing. You must have just arrived, Linda. They did nothing. They sent me home, give me a kick in the pants. They told me to put my big boy pants on and go home, basically. All right, let's listen to some interview with Kylie Trout. She's a country music star. She's going to sing right in front of her Christmas tree some Christmas songs. And I'm not going to play a whole hour of this. So I'm just going to play some of the songs that she played. And let's get to it. And you're going to hear some echoey audio from me, but you're going to see me in a little bit more of a healthy environment. But I'm upstairs in my kitchen. This was my old studio. My wife hated it when I was up there. We were worried about you when we heard you went to the hospital, so thank you for coming live. I know. That's why I'm doing this. I got myself together to do this because you don't understand how many messages I got. I got so many messages. Andy the Gabby Cabby sent me messages. Rouse Trucking is here. My wife had knee surgery on Monday, spent the night at the hospital on the COVID floor. Oh, my God. Terrible. Terrible. They were. Kathy, I didn't fall into the category where I could get the monoclonal antibodies. So that kind of sucked. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Again, remember, this is a different day and a different age. Is a whole year ago. And this is Kylie Trout and DutyRon. So let's take a listen in. Don't mind the bad audio. Good. This is good vibes for my people. So yeah, Christmas has always been near and dear to me as an Italian. The seven fishes, the family comes over, they never leave. They sit, they talk, they eat, they drink, they do, I'm talking about normal times. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, will be a little different. My mother-in-law, my wife's mom, she's in her 90s and she has COPD. So she's too afraid to come over. We won't see Granny. But we will call and have a remote session with her just as we did on Thanksgiving. But the rest of the crew, there's going to be about 10 of us. Usually there's about my brothers and sisters and my nieces and nephews. They're not coming because my sister has a couple of different health issues. So it's going to be around 10 or 11 of us. But we're gonna we're gonna enjoy it. And for me, no live streaming, no picking up my phone and texting. The only texting that I'll do is to my sister and my brother. And I won't come on here. So this tonight is my Christmas Eve special for everybody, and it's wonderful that you came. You look beautiful. The tree looks tremendous in the background there. What a great! Did you have any? Honestly, did you have anything to do with that the decorating of that tree?
I did. This was the first year. This is probably my family will consider it messy. This is the messiest our tree has ever looked. You can't see, but there's some tinsel on there. We used tinsel for the very first time.
That's
so
cool.
that's exciting.
That's old school. That is
But
old school tinsel, because I
yeah,
remember my mom used to do
yeah.
that, when I was a young little chap, and I'm in my 50s. So,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, tinsel is great. The tree looks beautiful. I see the
Thank
stockings.
you.
What a great
Yep.
backdrop. I mean, you're blowing me away with my little wine is where the home is where the wine is. But this is my regular backdrop. So yeah, I heard you sing another song on your. Did you do it on your channel? You did it on Instagram?
Instagram, yeah.
That was a great Christmas song.
Thank you. I was actually gonna play a little bit of that.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I think everybody else. Hey guys, anybody in the chat want to hear another song from Kylie Trout? If you do, put a 1 in the chat.
Only if it's cool with you guys.
There it is. You guys are going to get to watch me sing and dance to this. Not so much dance, but Ed Wallace is in the chat. I spoke to him this morning. He sounds probably worse than I do. And he says he's got pneumonia. I'm happy and I'm thankful that he doesn't have COVID. So Ed Wallace, great to see you, brother. Rest up. I'm as soon as I'm done with this, I'm wrapping it up, getting back into bed. Go for it. They're
right.
loving it. There's
Man,
the hearts. There
I wish I
go.
could see the chat. I gotta go
my
back and
God,
watch this.
It's lit up like a Christmas tree. There's literally
Is it?
Christmas
Oh, I love
trees,
that.
candles, hearts, doves. Everything under the sun is in there. Yes,
You guys
with
are
a bunch of
awesome.
S's. Number 1, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ones, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Oh, forget it.
Wow,
They
thank
love
you.
you.
And this is another thing just to you. I totally adore this. This is awesome that you're really taking the time to talk with everybody during the holidays, because not everybody has that family to, sit back with and enjoy
Kylie,
during this quarantine, this crazy time. So
you hit the nail on the
really,
head. There's a lot of people who are
yes,
by themselves.
right,
We're blessed. We have people around us. But there may, God forbid, come a day where we don't have that. And there's so many
right.
people that are going to be alone. Black Rose, I can tell you, I know she's going to be alone, Kathy. And she's right down in your general area. But she has this community, and that's the beauty of this.
Right. Right.
And people here know that they could
Amazing.
reach out to me. They could reach out to probably you on DMs. And if you're
Yes, of
around,
course.
you'll get back to them and you'll send them a little love,
Yes, of course.
So what do you got, kid? What do you got for us?
All right, I'm gonna do just a little bit of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas."
Yes.
And I love the words in this because I feel like it actually really applies to this year. And it says, from now on, our troubles will be gone. So that's what we're all really hoping for right now. Everything going on.
Definitely for the time. I'm gonna mute my mic again.
Yes. All right, here we go. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Hey, hey, hey. And I want to end that song on that note, because I love that message.
What a beautiful, beautiful voice and a beautiful message. Yes. So putting for the times that we're in right now. And, you know, Kylie, coming from somebody like you, it makes it's the message is even more profound, the way I see it, you know. So I wanted to stop it there. So just to give you guys a little bit of a background on Kylie Trout, her mother left her as a child and got divorced and just picked up and left. Never returned, never contacted her, never spoke to her again. So she's now in college. And that was her senior year in high school. So she's really overcome quite a bit. Her mother abandoned her and left her and never ever communicates with her. She's got her grandmother, her father. I came into contact with the Trouts through YouTube, helping out another fellow viewer, supporter, one of my best mods, Black Rose 11. Her father owns an electric company. He's an electrician, and he did a tremendous job at Black Rose house. And he asked me if I can highlight his daughter, and I did. I didn't even question it. I said, it doesn't matter, whatever you need me to do. I had a special just with her, and she was just not just singing. I was highlighting her music. So let's see. I want to try to see what other songs she played here, because remember, this was from 2020. So you know, again, let me see. I think she played one other song, but the rest were all of her music. So yeah, this was just an unbelievable thing. This was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And let's get Kylie back on and let's see what she's got for us.
Form ever. It's originally done by Wham. It's called Last Christmas. I'm sure y'all know it.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Taylor Swift vibes going on today. So
I love it. You look
it'd be
adorable.
great.
You look adorable.
Thank you.
I'm gonna mute
Thank
my
you.
mic while you play that.
All right, here is Last Christmas. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. A crowded room and friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your solo eyes. My gosh, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. A face of a lover with a fire in his heart. A girl undercover, but you tore her apart. Maybe this year, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special.
Woo!
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
started being like an extra in there. I was just doing extra. I was starting to be like,
Yes.
a little bit of a background thing. It was kind of ugly.
Yes.
But,
I was
did
going to
it.
say, sing along, dance along at home.
Yeah,
I know y'all
man.
know it.
I didn't want to kill it. I didn't want to kill the good vibe on the. That was awesome. I mean, I was
you.
looking at the chat and how many people were saying, how awesome and how talented you are. What a great. That's not easy to do. I'll tell you that right now. My brother is a musician. He's not professional, but he's got a heck of a voice. He played in a wedding band for many years. He retired as a lieutenant.
Nice.
He retired as a lieutenant in the police department, and he can play lead guitar and sing. And playing guitar and singing, many people don't understand this. It's not easy to do that.
Yeah, it took me a while.
It's not easy because trust me, I tried it because I figured my dad was a musician, my brother, and it's just me, my brother, and my sister. I was like, well, I must have that built into me. I suck. But
you're like, no.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have this girl, just seeing her laugh, it makes me so happy. Again, she's been through so much and has had so much adversity that she faced in her life. At 19, 20 years old, it was just so heartwarming to have her on. It was just a year ago today. So let me take the scrolling banner off because this is live now. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's about all I got in me. I'm really tired. I gotta go back and start to rest. But that was 2 Christmas songs. That was an hour and a half, actually an hour and 7 minutes. If you guys would like to see that complete video, I can upload it and play it on Christmas Eve as a premiere tomorrow night, and we could all watch it together. Because God knows, I'm just going to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs with my wife and my kids, and I'm not even going to be able to be with my youngest because he's got a quarantine from us. So Christmas is going to be very weird for me. So if you want to see that in its entirety, I can upload it and play it, or I can play it as a live, just like this. Like, I don't even have to do it as a premiere. I could start a live and go right from the beginning to the actual beginning of it. Good evening, YouTube. And I could play it. It's an hour and 7 minutes long. And I'll show you all of the different things. Like, here's her music video. It's her professional music. I'll play just a little bit of it. Gonna fall for your games, but I'll tell you right now. So I played her complete sorry guys. I played her complete music video. So if you guys let me know down below in the comments if you want to see this, and I'll play it tomorrow night on Christmas Eve. And you guys could watch the replay. You could watch it live. Let's see, by a show of hands, who would be interested in that. It would be an hour and 7 minutes long. You'll listen to me talk. I can talk. So you just let me know down below in the comments. I'll be watching the comments. Unlike how I always respond back to the comments, I'm not going to be able to. So I think a lot of you will enjoy that. Make sure you share this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, give me a comment down below, and make sure you subscribe. And follow me on TikTok. I'm starting to upload stuff to TikTok. So I'll see you guys soon. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys all have a great Christmas. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining. All right, guys. A lot of love and respect from me, my house to yours. I'll see you soon.